Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ben with Eretabe Gardens in Georgia, Zone 7. I have a nice one for you. I have another fig haul. Today's video is I bought 15 Ronde de Bordeaux fig cuttings. I bought 15 Ronde de Bordeaux cuttings. There's a story behind this. Now let me cut it open. Look at that. Well, the seller wrapped it with newspaper and put a little bit of water to make it moist. But I'm glad that the cuttings came on time. If not, if this should be on the way maybe for 2 weeks, some of them might have mold and some of them might start rooting because of this water there. See, it has water and that can create mold if it's in transit for too long. So 15 cuttings. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't know if one fell down. I don't know if I lost one. Let me recount again, because there is no cutting. Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I received 14 cuttings instead of 15 cuttings. That's where I'm looking. I don't think so. Instead of 15, I got 14 cuttings. I got 14 cuttings instead of 15 cuttings. I got 14. And these are all Ronde de Bordeaux. It's a French fig and it produced early and it is delicious. So can you imagine? I bought 15 cuttings from one seller. from one seller, 15 cuttings. Now let me tell you the story behind this. For the past 4 years, every year, I've tried to root Ronde de Bordeaux. Every year, for 4 years. This is going to be my 5th year. And every year I will buy 4 cuttings to try to root it. Some will start rooting, but before you know it, it will just die. So I said, this winter, I'm going to buy lots of cuttings, Ronde de Bordeaux fig cuttings, and root all, trusting God that this time around, I'm going to root not one, but I will root more cuttings of Ronde de Bordeaux. 3 months ago, I bought 3 cuttings of Ronde de Bordeaux. Usually, I start rooting my cuttings in water first. After they produce roots, then I put them in the soil. So I put the 3 cuttings in water, and 2 produced roots. 1 did not, so 1 just died right there in the water. But the 2 that produced roots, I took them and put them in soil, and they started. And I was happy that at last I'm going to root Ronde de Bordeaux. But before I know it, 1 capuche. And then before you know it, the second one died 3 months ago. So I said, I'm going to buy lots of Ronde de Bordeaux fig cuttings, trusting God that this time around, I'm going to root not just 1 or 2, but more. And I was online, and this guy was selling these cuttings, including shipping. Shipping is not extra. Shipping is included for $25. $24.99, including shipping. When I saw it, I said, boy, I will not let this go by. Let me tell you. Let's put the shipping at $10. So, out of $25, shipping is $10 to ship all this. So we have $15 left. So each cutting is $1. Look at this size of this cutting. Look at the size of this cutting. Look at the size of this cutting. Look at the size of these cuttings. This, look at this. All of this, $1 each. Isn't God amazing? He knew that this time around I want to root Ronde de Bordeaux because people have been talking, I've been reading about it, I've been watching video, how wonderful this fig is. So now I got it. Supposed to be 15, but I have 14 here. So I'm still going to check, because right now I can't see any cutting on the carpet. But I'm okay with it to root all these. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to seal the top and the bottom with candle wax. So I'm going to show you guys how I seal my fig cuttings, because I'm not going to root them now. Today is December 19. I'm not going to root them now. I'll root them in spring. I will start rooting them in March. So by April, after the first frost, they'll be ready to go to my garden shade. So 1 month before the last frost of next year, that's when I will start rooting them in water first, so they have good amount of roots before I will put them in soil. So let me show you guys how I'm going to seal these fig cuttings. Okay, so I have my candle wax melted. Now for you to know the top and the bottom of this cutting, this is how you get to know it. This is where the last leaf fell off from. So at the top of where the leaf fell off from is where the new growth for next year will spring from. There will be a new bud above where the last leaf fell off from. You see, this is where the last leaf fell off from, right here. So above it is where the new growth will spring from, and that is called a node. This is a node. And at this node here, this is where roots will come out from. And also, you can have roots from the body. See, you see all these spots that you are looking at? These white or brown spots? Roots can also grow from there. So this is the top and this is the bottom. Because if you don't seal the top and the bottom while you are rooting your cuttings, they will start drying. So this is the top, and what I do is that I dip the top deeper into the candle wax. You see that? Deeper into the candle wax, and then the bottom, I'll just dip it in a little bit. So when I'm ready, I can just cut this part of the candle off, and then I let it dry before I will wrap it with nylon. Okay, here is another node here. Another node. So this is the top. Remember, this is where the last leaf fell from. So above it is where the new growth will be. So since it's the top, I will dip it deeper into the candle wax. And then the bottom part, just dip it in a little bit. So look at this one compared to the bottom. So the reason why you want to let it dry very well before you wrap it and store it in the fridge is because you want the candle wax to last long. If not, it will break. And you don't want that to happen while you are rooting your cuttings. So this is the top and this is the bottom. So this top, I can't dip this top too deep because of where the new growth will spring from is so close. So the seller cut this top very close to where the new growth will be. So I cannot dip it in too much. So this is where This is how far I can dip it in, because I don't want the candle wax to cover where the new growth will grow from. So I'm going to do the remaining ones and you guys will see. I'm done sealing my fake cuttings, and I seal them on both sides. So you have to, after putting the wax on, you have to let it dry, minimum of 10 minutes. Let it dry. And then the next thing is to wrap it with nylon. Now the reason why I seal both ends is because I'm going to store these cuttings in the fridge till spring. If I was going to root it immediately, I will not seal the bottom. I will only seal just the top, because this part will be in water or in soil. So I don't need to seal the bottom. But this is the side that will be above the water or above the soil. So you don't want your fig cutting to lose moisture and start drying. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap the cuttings with nylon. So I'm going to put 4 together. So then I will roll it okay. Okay, I need to push this one down so there will be enough nylon to cover. Okay, and then I bring this extension of the nylon in, and also this side I'll bring it in and then roll it so that will cover that part. So with this, it's ready to go in the fridge. Not just with this only, but I'll also put it in Ziploc bag. And that's it. And then roll it. Let out air. And then that's it. Press it so that all of the air will be out before you do clip in the last part. And that's it. It's ready to be put in the fridge. So I'm going to do the same thing to all of the cuttings. So I want to thank you for watching this video. Please like this video. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscription button and click on the notification bell next to the subscription button and click on all, so that every time I upload new video, you will be notified. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video. God bless you real good. Bye.